Hi there. Okay, there's someone you're connected into. Could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, may not be. This person is ashamed of what they've done. Now, specifically, they're ashamed of messages they've sent you, some very cruel things they've said. I also feel there's an energy here of them trying to blame you. They could have been eavesdropping. They could have used private conversations you've had with this person in the past to make out that you're the one who messed it up. Okay, they feel very ashamed about that. All right, they used words, I would say, as weapons. So definitely some messaging. They could have been putting up social media posts, eavesdropping. They could have been, the Page of Swords is the spy card. They could have been watching you, or just gathering information. I'm hearing that you told somebody in good faith, maybe way back in your relationship, you opened up to them, and they used this. They used it as a way to get at you, as a way that they would not have to take the blame for their actions. Okay, now the card that crossed this tarot card is doom scrolling at 3 a.m. So basically it's an energy of somebody just going through their phone. They can't sleep. They're using the internet because they are stuck in anxiety. Now the Page of Swords can be quite an anxious, edgy energy. Okay, I feel that something's coming home to roost for them as well, that they're braced for some information or some news, not related to you, but some other news that isn't going to be good for them. Okay, they're going to get a no to something they wanted a yes to. So I'm going to dig deeper. Okay, we're going to look at their environment, what else is going on, but also what they're going to do. And I'm going to dig into what they would say to you, what their thoughts of you are today when you see this video. But I do feel shame. I feel they're ashamed. Okay, they acted like a child. They acted like a toddler. Very, very, very spiteful. That's the energy. Very spiteful. But it's not just the spite. They purposely used something that was dear to your heart, or something that had hurt you in the past, that you confided in them. Okay, they could have gossiped, they could have told other people your secrets. All right, but they're feeling deep shame now. So let's get into it. We'll go into their environment a little bit deeper. Just while I'm shuffling now, I hope you're okay. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your comments. I do read all of them. And my heart goes out to all of you going through a tough time at the moment. Keep going, okay? Just keep going. You'll get there. I promise you will get there. If you'd like a reading, click on the title of the video. Links are below in the description box. Everything's on the website, and check out the $1 limited reading offer as well. Okie dokie, as I always say. Okie dokie. Environment, please. Besides insomnia, anxiety and doom scrolling, what else is this person up to? Oh, broke ass. Yeah, there's a no coming in. It could be many things, okay? But for me, that's confirming what I said a few minutes ago. I mean, it can mean, finances. You look at the picture on the card. But yeah, they're getting a no. They're getting a no. Right. This is interesting. They see you as the Queen rising. Okay, they're going this way. All right. And when I said to you, keep going, I promise you it'll get better. You're going up. There's you. Okay. Stepping into your power, coming up, going into the spotlight. Your ex didn't think you'd make it. They didn't think you'd be able to. After all the damage they did, I'm hearing, they didn't think you'd have anything left, really. But you've proved them wrong. Now, if you're not quite there yet, please keep going. Please, just believe in yourself. Ignore what you're seeing. I know it's not easy. I know. I honestly understand that so much. But just keep going, all right? Just keep going. So that's why they're doom scrolling. I think they're probably going back over the messages that they sent you. the wicked messages, the horrible messages, the spiteful messages to ruin your day. You know, probably what messages you woke up to, I'm hearing that they sent in. You know, they sent some messages when they knew it would hurt the most. Maybe a birthday, maybe an anniversary of something you've lost. But they were well spiteful, really spiteful energy. Divination abuser. So whether they've just been doing it with their thoughts, or they paid someone. The energy's there. It's that, you know, whether you call it evil eye, whether you call it magic, whatever the word is, it basically is somebody who's not wishing you well. And they will sometimes pay people to, you know, do that kind of stuff. Okay? So there is a possibility that somebody has done that. Now, you can get rid of this, okay? You know, you can have blessings. I do love blessings and stuff. You can, okay? It's only energy. But they really wanted to bring you down. Somebody wanted to bring you down. I think because you could have brought them down. You knew a lot. That's what I'm hearing. I'm just hearing that. Sorry, I do gaze sometimes. I feel that you had a lot on them and that you could have brought them down. Okay? It's almost like they wanted to get in there first. They wanted to get in there first. But they do feel ashamed. That's what we're going to get to. Have they had have they realised what they've done? Yeah, they could have gone into a third party relationship, the romantic love affair. Cards here, secret lover. So that is a possibility as well. But that is clarified with what they're doing now, which is inside scoop. There you go. I don't know if you can see that. I never get these in the right place. A closer look, nosy up in your business. Yeah, I think that's what this page that came out right at the beginning is saying to us. And this is what they're seeing, that you're rising. You're honest, you're decent, you're kind, you're just a good person. Yeah, okay, we all have our ups and downs, but inherently you're just a good person. Okay? And they have been a spiteful, nasty, mealy-minded ass, really. They've just been an absolute ass, okay? But what you don't know, what's going on in their environment, bottom of the deck, the unknown, is they're dodging bullets. You know, they're blocking negativity, but they are protected or have been protected by haters. So they've got flying monkeys. This kind of energy normally does, okay? They will tell your deepest, darkest secrets. This is how it normally runs, just a generality, to other people, but they omit half the details. So other people just get the story of part of what happened to you. Okay, and then they get all these people around them who then hate on you as well, who have no idea what they're hating on, because it sounds mean, but they just don't think for themselves. They're just literally brainwashed by someone who's in the Page of Swords energy. But they're still surrounded by people who they've gossiped to about you. But now they're realising those people are negative. Dear me, what a mess. Yeah, you keep rising. You just keep doing you, I think. Spiritual hater, so hates on your spirituality, light, magic and power. Yeah, there's definitely been some energy that's been sent your way because you are a superstar, because you've risen above it, because you carry light. Okay, you're the kind of person that even if the shit hits the fan and all of that, you wouldn't ultimately try and destroy somebody else. You would work through it. You know, you've got a kind heart and you always see the good in people. You don't judge, okay? I feel your ex's energy is more judgment in the reverse. So they're not willing to move on. They're not willing to face the demons of their past. They're not willing to do any work. They just sit there blaming But more than that, they get other people, like almost to stalk you, like people around you that might have been friends. They try and turn everybody against people. That's their general modus operandi, okay? Yeah, and they just run off. They just run off. They'll get out of this situation, you know. You know, at some point they will. Let me just have a look with my tarot deck. One tarot deck. Anything else, please? Can you give me something on this divination? And I've got 2 cards, you see, so I'm going to go into that a little bit. We've got spiritual hater, hating on your light, and divination abuser. What's that about, please? Yeah. It's somebody who is almost trying to use energy as a wall. I know that sounds really out there, doesn't it? But that's what I'm hearing from this card. It's somebody who trying to drain your energy, okay? It's almost as if you came out of this really battered and bruised, metaphorically, physically, emotionally, all of it, but you were still standing, okay? You kind of patched yourself up as best you could with all this pain and all these people, and you built a wall around you and you kept going, and now you're coming out of that energy, okay? I feel you are coming out of that with the Queen rising. And it was almost as if they wanted to, they couldn't believe you were still standing. I can hear that song, I'm Still Standing. I think it's Elton John. Stick it in the comments. Was it about 1982, 83? I can't remember now, I'm very old. But I can hear it, I'm still standing. They thought, this is somebody, I'm not sure if their shame's even real. I think it's their shame is because they've got into the broadcast energy. There's something they're going to be denied, or something, there's going to be a big no, and they're not going to get what they want. And now they can see that you're coming out of this, and that's what I feel. I feel their shame is more that they can't get what they want, okay? They can't get what they want, I'm hearing. Yeah, they thought you would go into the 7 of Wands in reverse. They thought you'd fold. They thought you'd give up. They thought you'd admit defeat, and they thought that they would get their own way with whatever went on. You'll know what this is. There's something they thought they would get their own way with, and they would win. But you have actually come out fighting. Okay, so is this shame real? They're going to message you, Ace of Wands. They're going to message you, okay? They're going to take some action towards you. But please be careful, it's the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so the Ace of Wands is the message coming in, them still carrying a torch for you. It is a reconciliation card, etc. But it's clarified by the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. This card doesn't usually bring good news in the reverse. Now, with regards to your person's energy, it means they haven't got a lot to offer. They need something, okay? They can have money problems. I'm going to say that because, you know, we've already had this. So Spirit is giving us this message. If not, they've got problems, okay? And it just means they haven't got a lot to offer, and they're going to need something or want something. And I feel it is going right back to the people they're trying to dodge at the moment and this bad news. They see you as the Empress, okay? But I feel they see you as the Empress, as somebody who in the past nurtured this connection, in the past watered it, fed it, was everything. The Empress is the Queen of Cups, Pentacles, Swords and Wands all rolled into one. You are the whole package, okay? You are the whole package. I'm getting a lot of energy in the last few days about people. Are we in retrograde? I'm not an astrologer. Have a look actually. Are we actually in Mercury retrograde again? But a lot of these energies I'm picking up on are people who are on their arse, the exes, and they're coming back in because they want something. But I feel that you, possibly maybe even the last full moon, have just seen right through this now. Yeah, they want to talk to you, conversation. Okay, so there's going to be a conversation at some point. Right, that might be in the next couple of weeks, I just heard. I feel they will be very passionate about you, and they will, okay, what I'm hearing to tell you so you'll know, this is, they'll want you to take action on something quickly. Please bear this bit in mind. Either take action or make a decision, okay? They're not going to want to give you time to think, so don't fall for that. They're going to tell you they feel guilty from all the damage that they've caused, okay? Right, let's get to the crux of this. What's really going on? Before we wrap this reading up, let's have one card. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. For all of you tarot readers, you know exactly what this means. Lack of money, poor financial control, lack of opportunities or lost opportunities. We have the Page of Pentacles also came out in the reverse. They need something. They're getting something with that Page of Swords. Some bad news is coming in. They've been waiting for something and it's not gonna work. It's not gonna pay out. Okay. I feel they'll come in offering some peaceful resolution. I don't feel the shame is honest, because I can see the Five of Swords here, bottom of the deck. I don't feel it's honest. I've had this card out a lot recently. I feel they've got an agenda. They'll offer peace. They'll say, let's end the conflict, let's sort it out. But honestly, I just think you're going to end up back at square one with this person. Let's get my tarot. They want to win you back, okay, but I feel they're hiding something. They see you as the key to some success or getting them back on the ladder of something, okay? Not a card I particularly like in love readings. Yeah, it means if you want them, they'll be back, okay? But I feel from their energy, there's somebody who uses people. I see you blocking them. That's your energy, Queen of Swords. I did feel that. I just feel like you've cut through all this emotion. All your thoughts are clear and you've risen. See that Queen? She's on the top, you see? The thoughts, clouds below. She's there. Sword up, okay? You are this Queen rising. That's you. That's what came out right at the get-go. You get to decide, but I do see you blocking, okay? And I see you not letting them have access to something. And there we go. The outcome of this, the Magician in the reverse. Okay, even if you Google that, you'll know. I'll quickly tell you. Deceit, lies, manipulation, putting on an act, pretending that they are I don't know, just an example, pretending somebody owns the whole company, but they don't even work there. Okay, this is the energy of someone who can have another family in a different country. They will literally tell you what you want to hear, but they will want you to make a decision quickly because they're on this and you're going up. Okay, I'll leave it with you. I love you very much. Remember who you are. You're on the pedestal. It's all about you. You're in charge. You get to choose. Okay, nobody can bring you down. You are perfect the way you are. I love you. Bye.